Alright, so now let's differentiate this example here. 3x plus 5 to the power of half. Alright, so first of all, we know that this is definitely a chain differentiation. So if I'm not wrong, my colors were red, cyan, and blue, yeah? So let's start off first. So power bring down, power minus 1. So half, power bring down, right? 3x plus 5. I mean power number bring down, power number minus 1. Okay, so cyan. Okay, let's just do this. So it will be a half minus 1. Okay, so I will write this out first. But this is what I will write. I will just straight away write half bracket 3x plus 5 to the power of negative half. Okay, so this is what I'll write. But if you want to slowly build up, right, and you want to take your time and do, first one and second one, not wrong. You can write in either way. Okay, so next one, the one in black is what I would write, yeah? Okay, so next one, we will differentiate the inside bracket. So I remember I used dark blue. I said differentiate inside bracket, we need to add one more. So I'll differentiate, whoops. Hold on, differentiate inside bracket, right? So I will do this. Oh my god. So I'll differentiate this bracket, right? So we know that 3x plus 5. Oh my god, 5 is basic. It's a basic. It's basic differentiation. So remember, 5 can ignore. So differentiate, power bring down. So 3 bracket, hold on. So it will be, so I have to switch a bit here and there. So this is 3 bracket 1 x 1 minus 1. Okay, I forgot to mention, you do notice that, okay, I'm gonna write it in yellow or orange. Okay, so you notice that there's a power 1 here, invisible power 1, just like the 2x one. So that's why it's a 3 bracket 1 x 1 minus 1. Okay, so this will give you 3 bracket 1 x power 0, which is 3 bracket 1, which is 3. Okay, I'm just writing this to show you how to derive, but in the exam you don't need to write this. Okay, just show that you can differentiate can already. So this will be equal to half bracket 3x plus 5 half minus 1. Okay, I know half minus 1 is minus half. And then remember yellow color, I remember this is a 3. Okay, actually never mind, this one yellow, right? The 1. Okay, I'll just write it, I'll write it in another color. I'll write it in maybe lime. Okay, so 1. Yep, so I repeat, so why is it 3 bracket 1, right? Because the x, there's a power of 1, which is the green, the green, bright green color. That's why it's 3 bracket 1 x 1 minus 1. Okay, because x power 1 is just x. Alright, and there's an invisible 1 on top of the x. Okay, so our final answer will be 3 over 2 3x plus 5 to the power of minus half. Okay, but the 3x to the plus 5 to the power of minus half, I'll bring it to the positive, I'll bring it down to the denominator, because it has to be, I want to make it into positive form. So it'll be 3 over 2 bracket 3x plus 5 to the power half. For me, I leave my answer here, good enough already. Okay, but you can leave your answer in another way, which I will write it in black. So you can leave it as, or 3 over 2 square root 3x plus 5. Okay, remember, if I say, why square root? You might ask, you might wonder, because remember square root x, which is x power half. Hold on, x power half 1 over 2. Okay, why? Because the square root outside always got 2, and then x always 1 here. Okay, so I'll take a screenshot first to show you, and I'll send it to you, yeah. And I will show you my way of doing this differentiation question, and I'll send it to you as well. Alright, so that's it for chain differentiation. And you do realize that chain differentiation, you need to use a bit of your indices, and your indices must be very good. Okay, and I forgot to mention one more thing. Why do we bring the negative half down? Because at the denominator, like let's say you see x to the power of minus 1, right? This is the same as 1 over x to the power of, hold on, I'm going to use a different color to show you. So x to the power of, I'm going to write it in black. Okay, minus 1 over x to the power of 1. So you do notice, right? If at the denominator and we bring it to become negative index form, it will be a minus. So that's why we always bring our our negative powers to the denominator, because of our indices rule here. Because you see, 1 over x to the power of 1, if we were to shift it to the right or the left or wherever, shift it to the right, it will be x to the power of minus 1. And you notice that minus 1 is at a power. That's why you have to bring it down to make it a positive index form. Just like if I say x to the power of minus 2, you'll straight away think of what? 1 over x squared. Alright, I will send this whole thing to you. And just to let you know that chain rule, you need to apply a bit of indices here and there when there's a fraction as the power number. And wherever you see fraction as a power number, don't be scared. Just apply, and I'm sure you're going to get the answer. Anything, just ask me any questions, I will answer them. And no question is a stupid question.